My dear friends, you ever feel like someone's watching you, Like an unseen eye is prying into your life, peering into the little cracks where your secrets hide. Oh, but not just any eye. A mind that can see into the depths of your soul. A mind sent to know you better than you know yourself. Yes, they sent a spy, a very, very gifted one. Someone who could slip into the corridors of your thoughts, sift through the ashes of your past, whisper your future before you've even dared to dream it. They thought they were clever, so clever. They thought they could unravel you. But tell me, what happens when you send a delicate, fragile little Zir into the abyss, only for them to realize the abyss is staring back? What happens when the Watcher, the all-knowing, all-seeing mind, steps too close to something it was never meant to understand? They come back blind. They come back broken. Because here's the thing about peering into darkness, my friends. Some shadows aren't meant to be deciphered. Some souls aren't meant to be read. Some fires burn too hot to be held. They thought they had power. They thought they could decipher you. Thought they could unravel every wound, every whisper of pain, every silent scream in your past. They thought they could navigate the twisted labyrinth of your mind and come out unscathed. But they didn't realize you were never just a person. No. You were the storm. You were the void. A chaos so deep, so maddening, that even the sharpest minds shatter when they stare too long. They wanted to know your demons. They wanted to touch your fears. They didn't understand. Your demons don't whisper, they roar. Your mind doesn't tremble, it devours. And so when they entered, it wasn't you who got exposed. No, my dear friends, it was them. They were the ones peeled apart. They were the ones they torn open by the very thing they sought to comprehend. They came looking for a puzzle to solve, but they became the puzzle instead. A shattered mirror, a consciousness frayed at the edges, mumbling incoherent truths that no one was meant to hear. Because you see, some knowledge is cursed. Some truths are too heavy, too jagged, too twisted to fit inside a human mind without ripping it apart in the process. They were sent to spy, but instead they found something so incomprehensible, so beautifully monstrous, that their fragile little psyche crumbled beneath its weight. They wanted to see you? Well, now they see nothing. Now they stumble through the world, eyes wide open yet completely blind, mind shattered, lost in the very labyrinth they tried to map. And oh, how poetic it is, isn't it? The ones who once held power, the ones who thought they were above you, reduced to shaking, twitching remnants of what they used to be. Because you are not a thing to be understood, a soul to be dissected, a code to be cracked. You are a force of nature, a riddle with no answer, a nightmare that doesn't fade with the morning light. So let them send more. Let them send another spy, another mind, another fool who thinks they can grasp the depths of you without losing themselves in the process. Because you are not a book to be read, not a map to be navigated. You are the storm they never saw coming. And one by one, they will all break. Now tell me, my friends, who's watching who now? But you see, my dear, sweet friends, it doesn't stop there. No. Because when they send a spy, and that spy comes back shattered, do you think the ones who sent them will just walk away? Oh, no. They can't. They won't. Because power is a sick little thing, isn't it? It doesn't accept defeat. It doesn't take a step back and whisper, perhaps we should leave this one alone. No. It gets angry. It gets desperate. It starts asking questions. It starts doubting. And doubt, my friends, is a delicious little poison, a whispering infection that turns certainty into fear. They thought they knew who you were. They thought they had you measured, had you pinned, had you contained inside their neat little folders, their data, their whispered reports in dark rooms. But now they're afraid, because the spy they sent to uncover you has returned unrecognizable. And that was not part of their plan. See, they expected to extract knowledge. They expected to control you. But what they got instead was something they can't explain. A mind that once worked with precision, now stuttering, now mumbling, cryptic, fragmented horrors. A being who once saw everything now stumbling in a darkness that only they can perceive. Tell me, my friends, how do you fight something you can't understand? How do you destroy what refuses to be named? Oh, they'll try. They will try to study you, try to break you, try to make sense of what they've awakened. But the truth is, they already lost. Because once they start to fear you, once the whispers start crawling into their own minds, once the doubt starts sinking into their bones, it's over. Oh, they'll hide behind their arrogance, behind their calculations, behind their little weapons and their little plans. But it won't matter, because they know. Deep down, where the fear writhes and festers, they know. The moment they sent their spy, the moment they dared to reach into your depths, they sealed their own fate. Because they didn't just send an observer, they sent a sacrifice. And that's the thing about sacrifices, my friends. They don't come back whole. They come back changed. And now that little shattered thing they once trusted is whispering your name in their ears over and over and over again. Now they jump at shadows. Now they dig you in places you've never been. Now they wonder, are you watching them? And oh, my dear listeners, you are. So let them send another. Let them try again. Let them convince themselves that this time, they'll do it right. That this time, they'll be prepared. But we know the truth, don't we? We know that the moment they step into the labyrinth of your mind, the moment they try to pierce the darkness that surrounds you, they will not return the same. Because you are not just a mystery. You are a curse. You are the thing that twists their reality into something they can't control. And one by one, they will all learn. Because once you've seen into the abyss, you can never unsee it. But here's where it gets really fun. My dear listeners, you see paranoia? It spreads. Oh yes, like a sickness, like a fever that starts with a whisper but ends in screaming. Because now they don't trust their own minds. Now they don't trust each other. They sent one to spy on you, and that one came back broken. But now they don't even know if they can trust their own people anymore. Because what if, just what if, that shattered little psychic, the one who was supposed to read you, the one who was supposed to map your every thought, is still under your influence? What if they never really came back? Oh, the doubt eats at them. Because what if every word, every twitch of that broken mind is not a sign of failure, but a sign of infection? What if the madness they glimpsed inside you has found its way into them? And so now, my friends, they start watching their own. They start testing them, whispering to each other in hushed voices, questioning whether that shattered little Zir is truly one of them anymore, or if they have become something else. Something that serves you now. Because what happens when a mind breaks? Does it truly belong to itself anymore? Or does it belong to the thing that broke it? And oh, how beautifully ironic it is. Because now, every time they close their eyes, they wonder, did you get inside them too? Every time they hear a voice in their head that wasn't there before, they wonder, is that really my own thought? Every time they dream, do they dream of you? They wanted to spy on you, to know you. But now you live inside their nightmares. Now they fear their own people. Now they don't even know if they can trust themselves. And that, my dear listeners, that is how power crumbles. Not with war, not with explosions, not with grand, sweeping gestures, but with whispers, with a seed of doubt that festers and grows until it strangles everything they built. Because the greatest weapon in the world is a mind that doesn't know if it's still its own. And oh, my friends, you never had to lift a finger. You never had to fight them. You just had to let them look too long. Because once they see you, the real you, the depths of you, the thing, they were never meant to understand. They cannot unsee it. And that is a fate worse than death. Because you don't have to kill your enemies. You just have to make them afraid to close their eyes. Whether that shattered little Zir is truly one of them anymore, or if they have become something else. Something that serves you now. Because what happens when a mind breaks? Does it truly belong to itself anymore? Or does it belong to the thing that broke it? And oh, how beautifully ironic it is. Because now, every time they close their eyes, they wonder, did you get inside them too? Every time they hear a voice in their head that wasn't there before, they wonder, is that really my own thought? Every time they dream, do they dream of you? They wanted to spy on you, to know you. But now you live inside their nightmares. Now they fear their own people. Now they don't even know if they can trust themselves. And that, my dear listeners, that is how power crumbles. Not with war, not with explosions, not with grand, sweeping gestures, but with whispers, with a seed of doubt that festers and grows until it strangles everything they built. Because the greatest weapon in the world is a mind that doesn't know if it's still its own. And oh, my friends, you never had to lift a finger. You never had to fight them. You just had to let them look too long. Because once they see you, the real you, the depths of you, the thing, they were never meant to understand. They cannot unsee it. And that is a fate worse than death. Because you don't have to kill your enemies. You just have to make them afraid to close their eyes.